Welcome back to my channel, everyone. In this video, I'm going to go over how to use the Tradovate platform. We're going to go over just some tips and tricks, how to link charts, hotkeys, drawing tools, and just some things you might not know you could do. So let's get into it. So I'm just going to kind of go in like no specific order. We'll talk about putting on like Fibonacci's and linking charts. So I'll remove this. And if you double click any drawing, you can remove it. So I have my hotkey set to Shift F. You can come to drawing tool, hit Fibonacci's, and then I draw it in from the bottom to top. You can grab this little pointer and reorganize it. Double click to change the colors, and I have Shift F. So if I click Shift F, I can just draw it in. And I have different hotkeys set for different trend lines. If I want to have those things on there, I can hit remove. If I come here to remove all drawing objects, they'll all leave. And so to sync charts, so let's say you want to have another ES chart on here. So if I come in and I draw a trend line, for example, I come over to this chart, it's not going to be on here. So you have these color-coded little dots. So you match the color, come down here, and you got to hit sync charts. Mine is synced, so you want to make sure it's synced. So now, if I want to have, like, let's say a 15-minute, and to navigate, you can click and hold, or you press shift and you scroll, and that's how you scroll up or down. And then you can scroll left and right just by moving your mouse up and down. So I'm not touching anything on my keyboard. I hold shift and I can resize it. So you can come down here and this drags it, click to move, and then press shift to size it how you want. So now I come in here, I have my Shift F or Fibonacci's, draw it from the low to the high. I come into this chart, and there it is. Anything I put on these charts will show up on the other chart that you have linked, and you can do as many as you want. To get this green line, blue line, red line, the open, high, close, chart settings, come to price levels, and you have open, high, low price. Middle price will be the purple line. I don't really have it on there because it's the 50% fib, so I usually have my fibs on for the day, so I kind of just don't have that on, but you can do what you want. If you want to add indicators, come to indicators. You can add like an RSI, save, and then it comes down here. You can resize it. I don't use the RSI. You can hide it or you can delete it. So if I want to clean up my chart, I don't want to have the SMAs on here. VWAP for some reason won't hide, but if I don't want to have the SMAs on here, the volume, I can turn this off, turn off my profile, turn off my cumulative delta, and kind of clear up the chart. So you can hide things that way. Volume profiles, let's talk about this. The day volume profile is going to be, you click this, those gray lines, that's the day. And then I have an indicator for volume profile. So you can do it two ways. One, you can come in here to drawing tools, and you can draw it wherever you want on the chart. It'll have the volume profile and the point of control. If I move this, it's going to move the point of control based on the area that I have it. And I like to come all the way to the right, and it puts it on the right side. Now what I like to do is have a indicator. If I come in here to volume profile, I can add that. And then it automatically puts it for each day. So for example, if I come into an hour chart, now I have the volume profiles for the regular trading hours. So this area right here is Globex. And then the day one is on the right. So if you want to kind of zoom out and look at the volume profiles, you can change it. I like to put my value area to 40 instead of 75, just because it shows it better. So, and then it has the green highlighted. If I come back here to like a 5-minute, and if you zoom in, you can see the orders. The gray is the day, the green is outside the value area, and then this is kind of your value area point of control. And you can change all those colors. You can put a lower line and an upper line. I can make the upper line green. I can make the lower line red. And then now I'll have a green and a red line to show me the upper and lower range. But I don't really have that on there. And then now I can kind of see a volume profile on the right. This is time and sales. So if you come to add module and click TS, they call it, what's it called? It's called tick stream. It's called tick stream. So I like to have my volume filter up to 10, 20 on ES. This is just a good way of showing like speed of the tape. And again, with the fibs, so like as the day moves, I'll come here and I just drag it down, following the market up or down. I don't think they have auto fibs. Cumulative delta is just a study. And then hotkeys. All right, so hotkeys. Like I said, I can shift F to draw in. And if you want to add that, you're going to come up here to your settings. You're going to come to preferences. You're going to come down to edit hotkeys, chart, and then scroll all the way down to the drawing tools. And then you can add whatever you want for this. So I have shift F. I can make it shift G. I can make it option G or control G, but I have it shift F. And you can, whatever you want, draw a trend line, regression channel, show high drawings, lock drawings. You can add these all you want. It'll work when you put it in. You probably have trade mode on, all this stuff. I like to have it off because I trade on the DOM. So settings, trade mode. Let me go to like my practice account here. So also on the DOM, come to settings, show estimated P&L. That's going to show you when you're in a trade. It's going to show you how much you stand to make. So if you have that turned off, when you get in a trade, it's not going to show you anything. So I like to have that on. Some people don't like to have that. So to show these trade lines, if you want to turn that off, chart settings, come to fills and orders. So if you take off these, you're not going to be able to see your trades. If you want to put order lines or trade lines, it'll just show your trade lines so you can kind of see what you made on that trade. Fills puts the little arrows, so it just shows you your entry and your exit. That's how you do that. Crosshair, if you want to have the crosshair on, data box turns this on and off. And you can drag this around, so if you want to have it out the way. And also a fun thing I just discovered in preferences, if you want, advanced configuration, you have your stop filled. Stop filled. You make it a bomb. It's kind of funny. I'm going to keep my default, but tons of different settings you can come mess with and change the sounds if you want. Down here are your brackets. You can change the take profit, stop loss. I have a video on this. You can make it ticks, delta price, value. I have mine delta price, so this is your points. So 15 point, 12 point, key level. There we go. So I like a 5, and you have different targets. So for example, if I get in with 2 lots, I got my stop down here. I have my take profit 1, and then I have my take profit 2 up here. So you can add another target if you want. If you get in for 3 lots. So, and you have to enter with 2 contracts. So if I, for example, buy one. If I buy one and then I buy one again, it's not going to have that second target up there. So I have to, if I'm doing a bracket, if I have 2 targets, I have to enter with a quantity of 2. That'll have my 1 and then my staggered bracket. So if you want to do something like that, that's how you're going to have to do that. You can see all these trade lines. This is just all practice, so I can show you guys. Another thing too, if your VWAP is like messed up from like your other time frame charts, come to this and then make sure the minimum number of bars to load is the max, which is 4 nines. So it's still kind of wonky. It fixed it before. I'm not really sure why. I don't know. Let me re-add VWAP, see if that does anything. Yeah, I'm not really sure why, but I hit up support and that's what they told me to do. So if it's wonky, try that. You have your time frames here. and all your drawing tools, and you can move all drawings, hide, lock, unsync charts. But yeah, I think I covered most of the little tips and tricks. Some good trades today. This I took off of order flow, which is motive wave, which is this stuff right here. I have a bigger screen so it's congested, but I have my delta footprint chart, and then I have my poor man's book map. It's got a heat map and big trades, so it's kind of the same thing. So I've been doing order flow, been really helpful, and I'm going to probably make some videos on that pretty soon. So if you're interested in learning about that, definitely subscribe, because I'm going to be pumping out that stuff soon. But anyway, that's some tips and tricks. If you guys have any questions, some things you don't understand on Tradovate or you're confused about, please drop it in the comments below. We'll reply to your comment, or I can make future videos on it. That's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.